Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Ryan Crosswell, and I'm excited to be here with you today. In today's episode, we're going to talk about something that every English learner struggles with: overthinking before speaking. You know that moment when you want to say something in English, but your brain suddenly freezes? You start thinking, is this grammar correct? What if I make a mistake? Will they understand me? And while you're stuck overthinking, the conversation has already moved on. You feel left behind, frustrated, and trapped inside your own mind. If that sounds like you, type 1 in the comments. Let's see how many of us have felt that same frustration. One of the biggest reasons learners hesitate when speaking English is because they overthink. Instead of focusing on connecting, they focus on getting every word perfect. They worry about grammar, pronunciation, and making mistakes. This constant self-monitoring slows down their speaking and makes communication feel stressful. And the more you overthink, the more anxious you become. That anxiety makes you speak less, and the less you speak, the harder it is to improve. It's a vicious cycle that keeps you stuck. But here's the good news: you can break that cycle. You can train yourself to stop overthinking and start talking. When you focus on expressing your ideas, not on perfection, you'll speak faster, more fluently, and more confidently. Real conversations are never perfect. Even native speakers make mistakes. The true goal isn't perfect English, it's real communication, connection, and confidence. Now that we understand the problem, let's talk about how to fix it. You might be thinking, okay, I get the problem, but what should I do next? Great question. Let's dive into the practical part, and trust me, it's easier than you think. Strategy 1. Speak without judging yourself. One of the fastest ways to stop overthinking is to speak without judging yourself. Instead of worrying about every mistake, focus on keeping the flow of conversation alive. When you allow yourself to talk freely, even imperfectly, your brain becomes faster and more confident. Mistakes are not the enemy, they are signs of progress. The key is to practice speaking naturally, without trying to be perfect in every sentence. Confidence grows when you give yourself permission to be imperfect. Example 1. Talk about simple daily actions. When you practice speaking, start with your daily routines. Speak out loud about small things you do, step by step. Here are several easy examples. I'm making my bed. I'm brushing my teeth now. I'm putting on my shoes. I'm drinking water. And now I'm checking my phone. I'm opening the window. Don't worry about grammar mistakes. Focus on describing what you're doing right now, naturally and continuously. Example 2. Describe things around you. You can also practice by describing objects you see around you. Just pick anything near you and say a few sentences. Here are simple examples. A. This is my laptop. It's silver and very light. There's a cup of coffee on my table. It smells really good. I see a green plant next to the window. The sky is blue today. It looks peaceful. And there are 3 books on the shelf. One is about travel. Again, don't stop to check if every sentence is perfect. Keep talking and let the words flow naturally. The more you practice speaking without self-judgment, the more fluent and confident you'll become over time. Strategy 2. Think in ideas, not in words. One big reason people freeze when speaking English is because they try to translate every single word from their native language. This habit slows down your brain and makes speaking feel heavy and stressful. Instead of thinking word by word, focus on thinking in ideas. An idea can be a feeling, a picture, or a simple meaning, not a full, perfect sentence. When you train yourself to think in ideas first, speaking becomes much faster and more natural. Example 1. Visualize simple actions. When you want to say something, don't think of the exact words first. Instead, imagine the action or scene in your mind, then describe it simply. Here are some small practice examples. You imagine cooking, you say, "I'm cooking dinner now. It smells great." You imagine walking to school, you say, "I'm walking to school. The weather is nice." You imagine meeting a friend, you say, "I'm meeting my friend at the cafe." Focus first on the idea or image, then the words will come easier. Example 2. Express feelings without translating. When you feel an emotion, try to express it directly in English without translating. Start with small feelings and practice short sentences. Here are simple examples. I'm excited about the weekend. I feel a little tired today. I'm happy because I finished my work. I feel nervous before my presentation. I'm relaxed sitting here with my coffee. Don't search for the perfect sentence. Just say what you feel, naturally and simply. When you stop focusing on individual words and start thinking in ideas, speaking becomes smoother, faster, and more real. Strategy 3. Start before you feel ready. Many English learners wait until they feel ready before they start speaking. They think, "When my grammar is better, then I'll talk." Or, "When I know more words, then I'll join conversations." But the truth is, you'll never feel 100% ready. Waiting creates fear and hesitation. The real secret to fluency is starting before you feel completely prepared. Every time you speak, even if it's messy or imperfect, you train your brain to think and respond faster in English. Action builds confidence, not waiting. Example 1. Join small conversations. Don't wait to be perfect. Jump into simple conversations today. Here are some small ways to start. Say, "Hi, how are you?" to a colleague or neighbor. Compliment someone, "I like your jacket." Order coffee in English, even if you're nervous. Ask a quick question. What time does the store close? Small steps count. Each small conversation builds your speaking muscles. Example 2. Practice speaking even with mistakes. Speak out loud even when you know you'll make mistakes. Here are simple things you can say to yourself. I don't know all the words, but I'll try. Mistakes are okay. I'm practicing. I can explain with simple words if I forget. Fluency is not about being perfect. It's about expressing myself. The key is to start speaking now, not later. Confidence grows through action. The more you practice speaking before you feel ready, the faster your fluency and courage will grow. Let's quickly review the key strategies. Speak without judging yourself. Focus on speaking freely without worrying about mistakes. Think in ideas, not in words. picture the idea first, then speak naturally without translating. Start before you feel ready. Begin speaking even if you feel nervous or imperfect. Ready to make this real in your life? Let's move on. Now that we've covered strategies for thinking smart and speaking fluently, let's put it all into action with a fun challenge. Practice 1. Describe your day in simple English. Speaking about your daily life is one of the best ways to practice thinking in English naturally. You don't need perfect sentences or fancy vocabulary. The goal is to build the habit of expressing yourself easily and clearly. By describing simple activities you do every day, you train your brain to connect ideas faster, and you stop the habit of overthinking each word. How to practice? Every morning or evening, take 3 to 5 minutes to talk about your day. Imagine you are explaining it to a friend. Keep your sentences short, simple, and natural. You can speak while walking, cooking, or even looking in the mirror. Don't worry about mistakes, just focus on sharing your story smoothly. The more you do this, the easier it becomes to think and speak directly in English without translation. Example 1. Describe your morning. Talk about the small things you did after waking up. Here are simple sentences you can use. I woke up at 7 a.m. I brushed my teeth and took a quick shower. I made a cup of coffee and ate some toast. I checked my messages on my phone. Then I left for work. Each sentence is short and easy. Don't overthink, just tell your story step by step. Example 2. Describe your evening. Talk about what you do after coming home. Use simple, everyday sentences like, I came home around 6 p.m. I cooked dinner, just pasta and salad. I watched a funny show on TV. I called my parents to say hi. Now I'm relaxing and getting ready for bed. Focus on flow, not perfection. Let your thoughts come naturally. Describing your day builds speaking confidence, strengthens thinking speed, and helps you break the habit of overthinking small details. Practice 2. Talk about what you see around you. Another great way to train your brain to think in English is by talking about what you see around you. You don't need to create stories or plan long speeches. Just open your eyes, look around, and describe simple things. This practice helps you stay in the present moment and speak without overthinking. It's easy, natural, and you can do it anytime, anywhere. How to practice? Pick a place where you are, your room, a park, a cafe, and start describing things out loud. Use simple sentences to name objects, people, colors, and actions. Don't stop to check grammar or vocabulary. If you don't know a word, skip it and move on. The goal is to keep talking naturally, building your fluency step by step. You are training your brain to notice, think, and speak in English without translating. Example 1. Describe your room. Look around your room and say simple sentences like, there is a brown desk in the corner. My bed is next to the window. I see 2 pillows and a gray blanket. There's a lamp on the nightstand. A small plant is sitting on the shelf. Don't try to be perfect, just say what you see. Example 2. Describe a cafe or park. If you are outside, describe what's happening around you. Examples. I'm sitting at a small cafe. There are people talking and laughing. The waiter is bringing coffee to a table. I see a woman reading a book. There are green trees and a clear blue sky. Focus on short, easy sentences and keep your mind active in English. Talking about your surroundings trains your brain to think quickly and helps you develop real-time English fluency without fear. Practice 3. Speak about your feelings naturally. Many learners focus only on facts when practicing English, but real conversations often include feelings too. Talking about your emotions builds a deeper, more natural connection with English. It also helps you think faster, because emotions are immediate. You don't have to search for complex words. By practicing simple ways to share your feelings, you'll make your speaking smoother, more real, and more confident. How to practice? Every day, take a moment to say how you feel, out loud, in simple English. Start with basic emotions like happy, tired, excited, or nervous. You can speak to yourself while getting ready, walking, or even writing short notes aloud. Don't complicate it. Keep it short and honest. The goal is to get used to expressing real thoughts without translation or fear. Example 1. Describe simple emotions. Practice saying basic feelings throughout the day. I feel happy today. I'm a little tired this morning. I feel excited about my trip next week. I'm relaxed after my yoga class. I feel nervous about my presentation. Don't wait for a perfect moment. Say what you feel immediately. Example 2. Share feelings about situations. Talk about how certain events or actions make you feel. Finishing my homework made me feel proud. Missing the bus made me frustrated. Talking with my friend made me cheerful. Watching the sunset made me calm. Trying a new recipe made me excited. Link your emotions to simple daily experiences to make English a natural part of your thinking. The more you practice sharing your feelings, the more natural and automatic your English speaking will become. Don't wait for perfect. Speak with what you have. Mistakes are part of growth. Keep going, and confidence will follow. Now that we understand the strategies, let's talk about the real foundation, your mindset. Because no matter how good your techniques are, if you don't trust yourself, it's hard to make real progress. Let's look at the most common mindset traps that stop learners from speaking naturally, and how you can break free from them. 1. Waiting for the perfect moment. Many learners believe they should wait until their English is perfect before speaking. They spend months or years studying, thinking that one day they will finally be ready. But that day never comes. Waiting creates more fear, more hesitation, and missed opportunities. Instead, start speaking now with the English you have today. Every sentence you speak, even with mistakes, makes you stronger and more confident. 2. Over-focusing on grammar rules. Some learners constantly worry about grammar while speaking. They try to build every sentence perfectly in their heads before saying anything. This habit slows down thinking and makes conversations feel stressful. Communication is not about perfect grammar, it's about sharing ideas. Focus on expressing your meaning first. Grammar will improve naturally with practice over time. 3. Fearing mistakes too much. Many learners treat mistakes like failures. They feel embarrassed or ashamed when they say something wrong. But mistakes are actually a natural and essential part of learning. Every time you make a mistake, you discover something new and get closer to fluency. Instead of fearing mistakes, welcome them. See each one as proof that you are pushing yourself and making progress. 4. Comparing yourself to others. It's easy to look at other English speakers and feel discouraged. You might think, they are better than me. I'll never catch up. This mindset creates doubt and kills motivation. But every learner's journey is unique. You are not competing against others, you are growing your own skills. Celebrate your small wins and trust your personal progress. Stay focused on your own path. All right, let's quickly recap what we've covered today. Speak without judging yourself. Focus on speaking freely without worrying about mistakes. Think in ideas, not in words. Picture the idea first, then express it naturally in English. Start before you feel ready. Begin speaking even if you still feel nervous or imperfect. Describe your day in simple English. Build fluency by talking about daily activities. Talk about what you see around you. Practice by describing your surroundings naturally. Speak about your feelings naturally. Express your emotions simply and honestly in English. These simple steps work together to help you think faster, speak more naturally, and feel confident in English conversations. Before we end today's episode, we want to leave you with some encouragement. You have everything you need to start speaking freely. Trust yourself, keep practicing a little every day, and remember that every step forward is a big win. Pick one exercise from today's episode and practice it for the next 3 days. Leave a comment below telling us which one you chose. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It helps more learners discover these tips. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing, stay confident, and I'll see you next time. Happy learning. Bye.